Alright, I guess I'm doing this now. So, these are my unfiltered thoughts about Spider-Man No Way Home. Uh, I felt the urge to make this because No Way Home was like the first time since Endgame where I can definitively say a Marvel franchise movie has made me feel something like great. I don't know, like everything since Endgame, the best I can say about it was that was that was good. Like the best, I don't know. It's just the formula's gotten to me. Like I always thought that those people that are like, "Oh, Marvel's got this perfect formula; they don't have to try." I'm like, it's just kind of gotten to me. I'm starting to believe them, but then Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and it's really, really, really good. Like seriously good. Like I bought tickets again and watched it again, and I haven't done that in a really long time for any movie. It deserves to be in the top epsilon of Marvel movies, right next to the second two Captain America movies and Avengers Infinity War. I think that these four movies are like clearly the best. It was amazing to see all of the classic characters back again. Um, I guess Doc Ock was a bit underutilized, but I'll start talking about them individually. Doc Ock, awesome to see Alfred Molina back in the role, but I feel like he was just kind of underutilized. Like, you got the bridge scene, you got him showing up at the end to defeat Electro, but other than that, I kind of wish that he was more of a presence in the film. Same with Sandman. It was, again, nice to see him back, and when it focused on him, it was pretty great, but the movie just didn't focus on him enough. But the Lizard, too, but I kind of forgot he was in it, honestly. But the other two villains, that being Green Goblin and Electro, were both handled awesome. Electro was a huge step up from Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he was just kind of forgettable, but he was just good in this movie. I don't know, he felt like a real human, and like about how he didn't want to be a nobody. I kind of understood that, whereas I don't know, just like with the regular Electro, I didn't really get that in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And then Green Goblin was just as awesome as he was in the first Raimi movie. It was really awesome. I love that character. I love what I love the way they uh, it just felt good. And then the two Spider-Man spoilers, who saw this coming, but oh man, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are back in the movie. Who could have thought? And they're both awesome. Tobey is usual awkward but lovable self, and Andrew Garfield was a massive, massive glow up from what he was in his original two movies. He flourished under just a better director and better creative people behind it. Like, I don't know. He just felt like the perfect, just like an awkward teenager, and maybe it's not. I don't know. He just felt like a real. He felt distinct from Toby, which was good. He just felt like a lovable, awkward dork, but not like the weird. It was different from Toby. Like he was just a lot more like. I don't know. He just reminded me of a teenager, which is weird because he looks the oldest out of. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe. Point is, he was awesome, and I liked all three of them teaming up. And I liked how Doctor Strange was just like the guy. He wasn't like the main focus of it. He was just a catalyst for the thing to happen, and he helped with the spells. And that's all I really gotta say. It's a great movie. And then just a little bit of speculation. So, end credit scene: Venom is in the Marvel Universe. That's awesome. I want to see Venom in the Marvel Universe because it would be just interesting. And then, oh yeah, I forgot. One of the other reasons I like this movie was just because it had real stakes. It felt like a real, like, I was so worried it was just going to be erased by the end. All of, like, what happened would just be erased and it'd be, like, pointless. But no, it's not. This is huge. Like, the events of the last couple movies with Spider-Man have been completely erased, and that's great. Like, it was all Peter messing up and having to atone for his actions. It just felt good. It was sad, but it was good, if that makes any sense. And then I know why they did do the memory erase thing. If you haven't heard, Disney and Sony are not on the greatest terms right now. And basically Sony is threatening to pull the rights. So Sony owns Spider-Man because Marvel sold it to them back when Marvel was not profitable. Well, they own the movie rights to Spider-Man, not anything else. They just own the movie rights. And so Sony was And so Sony leases it out to Disney, who now owns Marvel, and they are not on the greatest terms. Disney wants to buy Spider-Man movie rights back. So I feel like the memory erase thing was either... So if Sony eventually pulls Spider-Man from appearing in the MCU, they can just say, well, what if Spider-Man doesn't show up? They're like, oh well, everyone forgot him. Whoops. And the other one being, if Disney buys Spider-Man, they can make more of them, and I guess gradually reintroduce Spider-Man into the gradually reintroduce him into the MCU. And I don't know, I'd like a Venom. I don't know. I just kind of felt so overwhelmed by the MCU for a while. Like, Endgame was... I know it was obviously unintentional, but after Endgame, with that huge, like, pretty much year-long gap between anything and Marvel, it was good because it let us, like, really feel the impact of Endgame, which was huge. And then Marvel happened, and there was just a whole bunch of shows, and not that the shows were bad, they were just kind of okay. I don't think any of the Disney Plus TV shows, any of the movies were like stand out great. They were just, that was good. That was decent. And then this came along. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot Marvel can still make amazing movies. Anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.